Why hello there everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So today we are doing a speed build of my resident services park, which is in the bottom right hand corner of my island. So let's just get started. So this video marks the start of a new age of my island. In this video, we're going to be talking about my feelings towards how my island was going before this speed build, why I'm going to be making some massive changes, and what these changes will actually be. So in some of my more recent speed build videos, I've expressed some doubts towards how the overall flow of my island was turning out, which for those of you who might have just stumbled across this video and haven't seen any of my other ones or are new to my channel, I was going for quite a forest core kind of a theme, but it wasn't very fixed, you know. I had some elements of jungle core in there, and also I guess kind of some Citycore, not quite kind of aspects. It was all just not very consistent, and I think that was kind of a big problem with it. So while I might have been happy with how the individual areas were turning out on my island as I was building them, I wasn't happy with how these areas were transitioning together. They might have looked cute in pictures, but also they didn't look very cute in actual gameplay, which is really important for me, you know, when you're actually running around your island and playing the game. They just all looked really cluttered, and again, they just didn't gel well together, which was, you know, really annoying for me. I, again, wasn't maintaining too much consistency, and so everything felt really disjointed. So I've seen on Instagram recently a lot of people using these new paths, which have been created by Colin Crossing. And let's just say, I have become a big slag for Colin Crossing, and I am in love with all of his new paths, as you can tell. They are these amazing paths which we are using here. As you can see, I'm gonna have all of Colin's socials down below where you can find the the creator codes to these paths. Wow, what am I talking about today? I need to have my second cup of tea of the day apparently, guys. Now, it might sound a little bit crazy, but these paths and the creations that I've seen people making with these paths and the designs that people have been making online have got me so inspired to play the game again and to be designing and stuff like that, which is a feeling that I haven't had in such a long time. As soon as I saw these paths, I couldn't wait to just kind of dive in and get started with using them. I kind of knew in my heart that I was gonna change my entire island to work around these paths, I think. And the resident services park for me has always been such a kind of central area on my island, and one which I've always loved to just be in. So it felt for me like quite a good place to start, which is why we're doing the speed build today. So I'll say that this is the first speed build I've done in probably at least 6 months that I've spent more than just, you know, an hour or so on. I was building this for, I kid you guys not, about 2 days, for many hours on both of those 2 days. I cut out so much of the muddling around with paths and so much of the trial and error with, you know, placing the items and then hating it and then replacing them again and just all of that stuff. So I also didn't film a massive portion of me actually placing the paths and getting the layout sorted because I was frustrated myself with it and I knew that there was just no point to it. So I'm glad that we've now got the layout going and that we're actually kind of at the more fun bit of kind of decorating and getting all of the fun bits in. Because I'll say it took me a long time to actually figure out how to use these paths. Up until this point, I've pretty much exclusively used the path format of paving until now. So this was something which is massively different for me. And I think because it's so different for me, it's been really fun to just kind of, you know, have a bit more of a challenge in this game, I guess, rather than sticking to what is safe for me and, you know, what I'm comfortable with. So let me talk really quickly while we're here about what other areas we're going to be having in the park itself. So as you can see right now, we are building a Starbucks. I love incorporating cafes onto my island. The one that I built a few months ago, which has kind of actually been popping off on Pinterest a little bit. it, you know, not to flex, but I checked my analytics from there the other day and I was like, oh, damn, girl. So that's really fun. I tore that all down because I hated it. So we're building a new tiny little one over here. I felt like just paring it back and making it, again, quite small and dinky and cute. And I kind of felt like this little corner over here was the perfect spot. So we've got the cafe going. In a bit, we're also going to be building a kind of apple stall and pumpkin carving station. I think the time will shift in a minute and we're going to be going to kind of 5 p.m. in the game. I wasn't initially intending to go full on, you know, fall core, autumn core, but it happened, and I'm not sorry about it. I at first was like, oh, but it's too early to, you know, start getting the Halloween decorations and all that out, and I had to be like, no, because if I don't do it now, I probably won't do it, and then it'll be too late, and then I'll be sad, and then I'll just have to take it all down in a couple of weeks anyway, which I also probably won't do. So this is the this is the conundrum that I was facing, and I just had to go for it. So we'll see the main kind of not even Halloween, but just very heavy autumn aspects coming out in a little bit. So let's kind of blow it up a little bit and talk about the rest of my island in general. Now that we've started doing this, as you can see, I've kind of torn up the area to the side of the Resident Services Park, which was where the old cafe was, and also a little picnic spot, which I'm actually planning to potentially be kind of filling in that area on a stream next week, because guys, I started streaming. I know so many of you guys have been there to support me while I've started doing that, which is crazy, and thank you so much everybody who has, you know, turned up and who's either commented or even just, we love our lurkers over here. So just, even if you only popped in for a couple of minutes, thank you so much. It's so appreciated. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. If there's any games you'd like me to play on stream, please let me know. I'm planning to play The Sims at some point. I did a poll on the community tab a little while ago, and you guys seemed quite keen on me playing The Sims 4. Also wanting to play Sims 3 at some point, and just loads of other Nintendo games. Like, I'd love to do a Pokemon Shield Nuzlocke at some point over there. Also to play some, you know, Breath of the Wild and, you know, other games which aren't Nintendo related, like, you know, heck yeah, let's go play Skyrim and stuff like that. So if you've got any stream suggestions, please let me know. But anyway, planning on building up that little area over there on stream next week, I'm thinking. But yeah, as for the rest of my island, soon I'm definitely going to be doing a speed build of my shopping district. The shape of it probably won't change too much, just again having to accommodate for the paths, which do take up so much more space than the ones that I've been using previously, but that's fine, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And then also, of course, my island entrance will also have to change, as that's sort of in this area as well. Building up my player home is one which I'm really keen to do, because I haven't actually, you know, given myself an exterior of my home this entire year, I don't think, since I started renovating it, you know, my island before. It's just something which I've never got round to, which I'm kind of sad about. So definitely gonna be doing that at some point soon. But yeah, I guess my kind of closing thoughts for this video here, guys, and thank you as always for listening to my rambles. I guess this speed build taught me a lot of things. Up until this point, especially recently, I've kind of viewed speed build videos as kind of quick or easy videos to make, which is an outlook which I'll be the first to admit has probably been reflected in the outcomes of the videos themselves, and you know, the final builds, and it's not necessarily something which I'm, you know, that proud to admit. But with that being said, I've learned, or probably more been reminded, that if I want to feel this happy with all of my builds and my entire island, this is the level of effort which I've got to be putting into it. But anyway, guys, we're coming up on the end of this video. If you've got any thoughts or suggestions, please feel free to leave them down below. As always, I'd love to hear from you. I hope you guys are excited for the new direction which I'm going to be taking with my builds and with my island. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon.